will reconvene
I don't do nothing.
with item C. That is the bid for boiler installation. Like I said, that is pages 34 through 36 in your packet. We had one bid on this from, I guess that's Al, or is it AI?
Al.
Al, okay. Al Hills Boiler in sales and repair.
I think you're right.
Trying to see if that, I think that was it. Out of Theodore, Alabama. This is an item that we had discussed in the past, and we actually discussed at the last workshop. The bid come back in at $301,675.60. Y'all have had a chance to review that. At this time, I will entertain a motion.
I make a motion, we proceed with it.
And I second it.
Have a motion and a second. Have a motion from Tommy, a second from Lynn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item D, consider approval to declare a surplus of pews from the jail. This is some, I think, the sheriff has stepped out, but it was some pews that they've had in the jail that used to be in the chapel that he has moved out since they've redone the chapel and done it a little different in there. We had actually discussed if there was any use for them at the courthouse. I don't think nobody ever determined there was any use for them up there, but we do have, Karen, do you know, is it 6 or 7 of these pews?
I'm not certain how many.
There's several large of the long pews that we would like to declare surplus. If there's a motion, and how do we want to get rid of them? I will entertain a motion to declare them surplus and dispose of them.
Make a motion, declare them surplus, let the sheriff's discretion be used.
Have a motion from Tommy to declare them surplus and let the sheriff use his discretion to get rid of them. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a second from Ben. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Next, item E is consider renovation to the courthouse security desk. This is the desk that the courthouse security sets out when you come in. You come through the metal detector, and it's a desk that's right there in front of that, where our security guards sit. We have several things. Judge, do you have, because I know you've kind of worked on it.
I just sent over what was sent to me to
Okay.
you guys.
Okay.
I'll be happy to, I mean.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll answer your questions, but I don't know that
Or try to answer, we'll try to get through this best we can with it. Because I know you've had a little bit of work and helped us with this a lot to try to get to this point with it.
Well, and what it is, we've painted the courthouse. I don't know how long it's been since the bailiff station has been upgraded, but, we checked into having it's S&H Cabinet Shop and Op, come over, he built it many years ago, and it's all scuffed up. And he will come in, pick it up, take it over and stain it, and then we got some costs for a new countertop to more in line with the new paint and to look good with the, lobby there at the courthouse.
Okay, so, and I know you had kind of circulated with us the different countertop colors. So.
I had sent over a sample,
Mhm.
and then that's kind of where things stopped.
Okay. But this is to actually take it out, sand it down, restain it, bring it back with a different top that,
Yes, yes. And he has given us estimates for quartz tops and laminate tops. When we redid my recording department, we had a quartz top put in there to try to match what was in the probate office to make it all look, go with the age of the courthouse. I'd asked for estimates on the quartz and the laminate, and would like to put something out front that would look good out front. There's lots of different stone colors out there. It's just whatever's y'all's pleasure.
okay. So y'all have heard the kind of explanation how we've got to this point. I know Judge Brooks has done a lot of work trying to get us there, and like I said, seeing how we repainted the inside of the courthouse, it does look a lot better. It's a lot brighter colors and just a little bit more of a touch up here on a few things. So this is to remove, sand down, stain, and bring back the actual cabinet there, and for us to decide on which countertop you would like. Now, color wise, I'm gonna leave that to somebody of the professionals. And I'm gonna look at the ladies in this room, because us guys, it'd be a piece of plywood up there. But anyway, I'll entertain a motion to do that, and then as we go, figure out which countertop? Would that be the best way?
Well, I'll make a motion to move forward with the refurbishing and then go with the low bid on the quartz top, the second item, but the low bid on it, $26.80. That's a motion.
So I have a motion from Tommy to
Can I
remove
say
the.
something? Since
Yes, ma'am.
you asked me to stand up here.
Huh?
I'm for the laminate top, and the reason I am for the laminate top and the picture that I sent over is because there is so much stone out there in that lobby. There's 3 different types of stone with 3 different colors, and when you throw something else in, it's just going to be another stone out there. So in my opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and y'all are the ones that have to make the decision.
We like your opinion a lot because y'all are there every day
Well,
looking at it. That's-
but you asked me to stand up here.
Yes, ma'am.
So the picture that I sent over is less expensive, and I feel like will look better. But that is just my opinion.
I mean, couldn't
So
we
I've
go
said
with
my
that
piece.
quartz top that I mentioned, but change the color?
The quartz top that they've sent over is this is the estimate for what's in my recording department, which is the light quartz top with the gold and the brown and everything that has the same colors. It's just a different pattern. And the reason I feel like it works in the recording department is because we don't have the marble floors in the recording department. In the lobby, you have the marble floors that are one pattern, you have the columns that are one pattern, and you have the walls that are a different pattern. So if you put another stone pattern out there, it's just a lot, in my opinion. But now, my background is not decorated,
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
you know.
you just go with something of a light color,
Yeah.
you know, very little
I
variations
just don't
in
like
it.
the idea of
I don't-
laminate in the
Laminate,
courthouse.
it's gonna catch the corners, it's gonna pop up.
Well,
and
that's what's
try to
there
put it
now.
back.
That's what's been there.
Yeah.
And my intent was to get the kind that rolls. You can get laminate that rolls and that looks like stone. It's a public counter out there that a lot of people come through and that they lean on. And in my opinion was if you got the laminate, it would be easier to replace if something were to happen to it. Now, the laminate that's there's been
Don't
there.
let nothing
I
happen
don't
to it,
know.
Judge.
As someone that's in the courthouse every day, lots of stuff happens at the courthouse. You would be surprised at what comes in the courthouse and what goes through the courthouse.
Well, if it can be rolled corners and edges so it doesn't, I
And
mean,
they can
I've
do
walked
that.
by
They
and
can do
snagged my
that.
clothes on laminate in the
Yeah.
house and
I think that's an additional, isn't it? Because this quote has the additional cabinet we had spoke about before, Judge.
It did. It was to redo it was to stain the station that's there, and then there's a plastic cabinet
It replaces
behind it.
that one. Okay.
It replaces that with another cabinet, and then it would have drawers or doors, and then an open area for stuff they need to get to in a hurry.
Okay.
So we still have a motion from Tommy.
For the courts.
for the quartz and change the color to something that is more neutral.
And we'll let you pick it out.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done.
You done your
I'm done. I'm done. Whatever y'all decide, y'all can take care of it. I'm done. But thank y'all.
So we have a motion from Tommy to have the old cabinet removed, replaced or brought back in with this plus the quartz top. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Hang on a minute. I think I got one from Lynn and Robbie, so that's what I'm gonna say. So we have a motion from Tommy, a second from one of those, Lynn or Robbie. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Carries.
And the cheaper quartz top doesn't have to be seamed together. It's one slab.
And then we'll just have to figure out a color. The next is consider application for maintenance director position and a temporary arena position. We'll start with the maintenance director's position. We had a couple different applicants. Myself and Robbie and Karen spoke with them yesterday. And I'm gonna leave it up to Robbie for a recommendation.
So after the interview yesterday, we had one in-house, and he had been working under our current maintenance director for 5 years. Philip Anderson. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to hire Philip for maintenance director.
I have a motion from Robbie to hire Philip as the new maintenance director. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Have a second from Ben. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So we will, Karen, will you notify Philip of the,
Oh, well.
okay. And the next is a temporary arena position because the original guy has some health problems, so we had to open it up to see if we couldn't get a part-time temporary position for a little while to see how the health problems go. We only had one applicant with that, and that was John Perrette, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
Was the only applicant that we actually had for that. So at this time, I would entertain a motion for John to be the temporary part-time, temporary position down at the arena until further notice for 6 months.
Mr. Chairman, could
Yes,
we
ma'am.
table that for a few days?
Yes, I had someone contact me yesterday about it that just realized about it, that we had an opening. And, I mean, if we can, could we?
I don't have a problem tabling, but can you go back and reopen it?
It had a closing date, didn't it? Yeah. The question was whether or not the closing date was published, and it was. So if you have someone that's interested, then we would need to be entertaining a vote to reopen the advertisement, or else we're in a position to either act or not act on what's before you today.
So I would make a motion that we reopen the position.
Do it.
Yes.
Okay, I have a motion from Ben to reopen the position.
And I'll
Yes.
second.
Have a second. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed?
No.
So we have a split vote again. Well, y'all do this pretty regular, don't you? At this time, I'm going to vote to remain as it was advertised originally because this was posted with the proper postings. And like I said, it's a temporary position at the arena, so I'm going to vote to leave it as it is of now, where we've done advertised it.
Okay. But now we need to go and vote to either hire or not hire.
Okay? With directions of our attorney, now have to entertain a motion to either hire or not hire the John Perrette. So this time I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we hire John for the temporary position.
I have a motion from Robbie.
Second.
I have a second from Tommy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing no one against it,
We did say it was temporary.
it is temporary, yes.
How long do we have it?
6 months.
6 months.
Okay, reports from staff. Judge Brooks, again, we good?
We're good.
Thank you, Judge, for your work on helping us out at the courthouse with all the stuff that you have actually been involved in. Chuck? Kyle?
Good.
Tammy, I see you now. I can see you. Lynn?
We're just updating the bridge progress there at Point Hill. We're, got this third bend driven, and we're doing a test pile right now. We'll test it probably Thursday. And we already got components being delivered, so we'll get that one built and start marching on the bridge, so.
Thank you, Lynn.
Deal.
And I know your crew's been out very busy, and I will say yesterday, myself and Robbie were talking with some people, and they wanted to give compliments, which I know your department don't get a lot of sometimes, for the new cutter that we have. The better terminology for me, the giraffe. They said, please do not get rid of that anytime soon. And I said, no, sir, we got to get our monies out of it. So, again, your crew is getting a very big compliment on that. Reports from staff. I'm going to start with, I'm sorry, that was staff. Let me go back right here. Karen, anything?
No, sir.
Morgan?
No, sir.
Now to the commissioners.
I'm
Ben?
good. I'm good.
Robbie?
No, I'm good.
Lynn?
I'm good. She can
Thank
have
you,
my
Tommy.
time.
Thank you. We did have some old business. I'm sorry to have to go back, but we kind of got rushed through it. We need to rescind the parking lot motion for the, over here.
Make that
So I
motion.
make a motion that we rescind that.
Because since that time, they've done a lot of work out there, some, I won't say reconfiguration of it, but we do have a place that we can get the CATS buses as of right now.
Right.
So I have a motion from Lynn, a second from Tommy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any other business will come before
They're
this commission?
installing the signs as we sit here.
Sir,
They're installing the signs for the buses as we sit here.
good deal. If no other business, I will take a motion and a second to adjourn. Tommy?
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
Got one from Ben and one second from Tommy. All in favor say aye.